Alongside here on Eagle Lane this evening, a couple of what I think will be good games in store, maybe for different reasons. The two teams that are tied for last place in the Little Hawkeye Conference girls standings, both at 1-9, looking to get out of the cellar, if you will. And then a couple of teams in that pack at the upper half of the Little Hawkeye Conference in the boys standings going at it in the nightcap. So again, welcome to the broadcast booth, and let's get ready for some great basketball tonight.
Looking forward to it, and I agree. Let
me help you out here, Mike. There we go.
I'm a little tangled up, but it's fun to have games where teams have, on paper, and just as you watch the whole season progress, that match up well against each other. And we've got two games like that, as you said, tonight. So that gives everybody a lot of extra sense of urgency, if you will, when they come into the games. It does for Newton as well. So, yeah, it should be some good entertainment tonight in both games.
Later tonight in the boys' game, it's the 9-4 Cardinals, who are 7-3, tied for second in the Little Hawkeye Conference with Norwalk, taking on the 11-5 Pella Christian Eagles, who are 6-4, tied for fourth with Dallas Center Grimes. But up first, it's the two teams that are tied for eighth in the LHC, or seventh, if you will, at 1-9. Newton is 3-12 overall. Pella Christian is 3-15 overall. And let's start with our Hormel Foods radio keys to the game. When these two teams played earlier this year, it was 4 weeks ago, Mike, and Newton ended up beating Pella Christian 44-41. The Cardinals got off to a big lead in that game. Pella Christian came roaring back late and just didn't have enough. But they were down Faith Kakmarinsky. They had two of their bench rotation players gone on Winterim, and I know Jordan Dyke is excited just to have his full complement of players to give himself the best chance to win tonight.
Well, the PC team has been playing their best basketball, which you would hope happens at the end of the season. So confidence-wise, I think they're, as good a place as they've been the whole season, maybe even considering coming into the season, despite, the number of losses they have. So they're playing teams better. They've had success. DCG, I was at that game. They played well against them, beat Norwalk on the road in their gym, played Des Moines Christian well. So, confidence-wise coming in, but keys to the game, I still have to say it's the easy one to talk about is just the turnovers, especially is when you play two teams that are 1-9. Both teams have had their share of turnovers over the course of the season and get a lot of press, put on them by Little Hawkeye Conference teams. Right. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, are these teams that are going to press themselves? Pella Christian's been doing a little more 1-3-1. Extended, three-quarter court kind of defense at times the last 2-3 games. So I expect we'll see more of that to keep Newton off balance. But you hope we don't get into a game where it's just a bunch of turnovers, both teams. So hopefully both teams take care of the ball, and hopefully you'd think they'd progress to this point in the season to do that.
To your point, Mike, Newton averages 20 turnovers a game. Pella Christian, 19 turnovers a game. Those are both pretty big numbers. We'll also be watching. Each team has a pretty clear leading scorer. Sophia Reynolds of Newton averages 12 points a game. Jocelyn Terpstra of Pella Christian averages 11.5 points per game. Might be one of those with, probably a little bit of a low-scoring game. Which one of the team's stars steps up and leads their team tonight?
Yeah, we've seen Jocelyn. She had a mid-season kind of lull where it was difficult for her to get shots. I think teams were honing in on her. So then she's trying to find other ways to help score for the team. And as a senior, I think some of the seniors, we got multiple seniors here that want the team to do well. So they may be forcing some shots that when they're not shooting well. But the last several games, Jocelyn's been kind of in a groove a little bit better. But she's also had other teammates, like Carly Anderson's been hitting some threes from the perimeter. Faith Kakmarinsky's been taking more shots, and she's been doing extremely well. She's also takes some pressure off of Jocelyn by running the point. So I feel like we're a much better balanced team, and that certainly opens things up, I think, for our leading scorer like Jocelyn Terpstra to have more success.
And that's our Hormel Foods radio keys to the game. Looking for a key to your new career? Visit HormelJobsKnoxville.com. Tonight's game time temperature is being presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. It is 15 degrees. We are headed for an overnight low of -2 tonight. Mike?
Ouch.
Ouch is right. But Nice and comfortable inside of the Pella Christian High School gymnasium. If your home isn't staying comfortable during our cold Iowa winter, make sure to call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella, because you'll always rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
You are listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa, on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We'll take a timeout and come back with more pregame coverage of Pella Christian and Newton right after this.
County Bank, we love the communities we serve.
In fact, it's why we do what we do. From the report card program that gives back to the school of your choice,
To all the community events, sponsorships, and donations we are proud to be a part of.
from the volunteer efforts of our staff,
To partnering in the success story of your business, farming operation, or personal financial journey. We go beyond banking. We share in the life of the community.
Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
The new year often brings colder temperatures to Iowa, which means snow and ice. Even though we work hard to keep the lights on, sometimes Mother Nature has a different plan in store. If your power goes out, give us a call to let us know, and then hang tight while we fix power lines. If there is a large storm, follow us on Facebook for power restoration updates. And remember to stay away from any downed power lines outside. Assume it's live and not safe. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
It's volunteer season. Pella Corporation thanks those who volunteer to make our area a great place to live. It's clear that when you volunteer, you're helping others. On the job, the Pella team creates energy-efficient Pella windows and doors for homes and businesses throughout North America. And once the job is done, many Pella Corporation team members volunteer to make a difference in their communities. Let's hear a cheer for volunteers. For more information on exciting careers at Pella Windows and Doors, visit Pella.com/careers. Run Bobby to basketball, pick up Susie from dance. If your calendar sounds like this, you need to let the professionals at Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel help you with your income taxes. And erase one thing from your schedule this year. They offer a convenient drop-off service, so you won't have to sit through an appointment. Just drop off your tax information between 8 and 6, Monday through Friday, or 8 to noon on Saturdays, and they'll prepare your tax returns in about a week. Then come back at your convenience to sign and file the returns.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. February is National Pet Dental Month, and I'd like to encourage you to schedule an oral exam for your pet. All of our dental services are discounted during the month of February, including cleaning of the teeth, polishing of the teeth, and dental surgery where needed. Call today to schedule your pet's oral checkup at 628-4040 for Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
No, the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the Peterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Welcome back inside of our KRLS radio pregame show on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com. Getting you set tonight for Pella Christian and Newton. And we're just getting ready for the national anthem here in just a couple of moments. Teams are gathering for a picture at the half-court stripe. Is there a special night tonight? You're enjoying some popcorn, Mike, and that's okay. But there's a special night tonight that I'm not aware of?
I'm trying to process in my mind why the photo, but even the officials are in it. So
yeah, for those watching on the Pella Christian YouTube channel, hello from up above as well. Okay, picture's done. Quick check of tonight's colors of the game presented by De Blumenhoff, and then we'll take a timeout. Newton is in their black jerseys with the red and white lettering and numerals and trim. Pella Christian in the white jerseys with the maroon and gold lettering and numerals and trim. Black, red, and white of Newton, white, maroon, and gold of Pella Christian. Tonight's colors of the game presented by De Blumenhoff and Pella, the connoisseur of colors. You truly get what you pay for, and at De Blumenhoff, you get your colors worth. All right, let's step aside. We'll have the starting lineups and the national anthem here, and then we'll come back on the other side on KRLS 2 at KNIAKRLS.com.
Vision for Less has delivered free same-day speed for over 30 years because our local lens labs are full of experienced and passionate lab techs, not to mention advanced equipment needed for the job. Simply put, your glasses can be ready the same day at no additional cost to you. On top of that, nobody beats our everyday low prices. Get 2 pairs single vision starting under $40 or 2 pairs of progressive starting under $80. Your time is valuable and quality comes faster than you think when you shop at Vision for Less.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're giving everyone one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data this holiday season. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month. That's more than a great deal. That's locally grown connection from U.S. Cellular. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. Visit Strawberry Cellular, a U.S. Cellular authorized agent located at 826 Main Street in Pella.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game and support our local teams.
Carly Anderson, three-pointer, and Carly Anderson with another three. Let's call that tonight's Randall Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing, as Carly Anderson gives the Eagles their biggest lead of the game.
When it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Find us on Facebook or visit randallroofs.com. Thinking new roof? Think Randall Roofing.
We're back and ready to hand out more scholarship money in 2023. Community First Credit Union is awarding $50,000 in scholarships to our members who are planning to attend college or vocational school this fall. If that's you, apply today by visiting cfirstcu.com for a chance to earn free money towards your education. Deadline to submit your application is February 15th. Community First Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Jerry and Lucy Ellis of Pella were building a new home, and Mike Blom with Cabinet Design and Wood Harbor Cabinetry made everything a breeze.
It was such an easy process. We had cabinets in the kitchen, 3 bathrooms, a utility room, and we could pick all that out in 1 hour and a half because he had exactly what you needed to make your house look beautiful.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
Welcome back to Pella Christian High School and our KRLS radio pregame show. Time now for tonight's starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. For the Newton Cardinals, who are 3-12, 1-9 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, they start Emily Wormiger, Sophia Reynolds, Alex Jarvis, Haley Dickerson, and Katie Horn. It's Wormiger, Reynolds, Jarvis, Dickerson, and Horn. And for the Pella Christian Eagles, who come in with a record of 3-15, also 1-9 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. For Pella Christian, it's Chloe Heisman, Jocelyn Terpstra, Faith Kakmarinsky, Anna Eveland, and Carly Anderson. Heisman, Terpstra, Kakmarinsky, Eveland, and Anderson. And those are tonight's starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Menninga Pest Control.
We have a full 6-pack of games that we'll be following on the network tonight with our Strawver Cellular instant radio updates and our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. All 4 games in the Little Hawkeye Conference are on the network tonight. Across town, Pella hosting Oskaloosa. Indianola's at home against Grinnell. Norwalk on the road at DCG. In the South Central Conference, it's Knoxville hosting Albia. And we also have PCM tonight playing host to West Marshall. So again, we'll keep you abreast with our Strawver Cellular instant radio updates, and we'll check in once a quarter on our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. And that's a wrap on our KRLS radio pregame show. Trevor Castle, Mike Bukite with you at Pella Christian High School. Coming to you live inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. And who better to have than the main man, or I should say the second in command at Pella Real Estate Services. We know who the real boss is, Mike.
This is true.
All right, we're getting ready. Center circle, official ready to put the ball in the air. We are underway with high school basketball live on KNIA-KRLS.com. Newton wins the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Pass was tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Newton on the right side of the floor. So the Cardinals have it. Here's Alex Jarvis. They work it inside, double team and a kick out. Now bounce pass right back into the post. Up and under move by Horn, and with the left hand works away around Anna Eveland. Katie Horn starts the scoring for Newton.
Going right into the paint, first possession, and success there for Newton.
Now here's a drive by Pella Christian with Terpstra. Lost the handle on the ball, and it's picked up by Wormiger for the turnover. So Newton gets a bucket. The Eagles turn it over.
So Eagles choosing to play zone. They played a lot of zone as the season's gone on, of course.
There's a drive by Reynolds. She attacks and scores down the right side of the lane. 2 early buckets for the Cardinals. Pella Christian coming the other way with Kakmarinsky. Heisman into the corner for Terpstra. The right-hand dribble on the wing. Gets to the free throw line. Fires it to Heisman. Pass fake, and then she blows by her defender and draws a foul on the floor. Nice quick first step by Chloe Heisman to draw contact.
Yeah, I think there's some opportunity against Newton here to some of the lateral movement from the Newton players. You can tell just maybe aren't quite as quick as what we've seen with some other teams.
Kakmarinsky looking to trigger it in. Bounces it into Carly Anderson in the right corner. Into the post for Eveland. Up and under. Walled up by Horn. Puts up a tough shot that won't go, but draws contact. Nice job by Anna staying with the play there, fighting through the contact, drawing the foul, and going to the line.
You know, Anna Eveland had a couple games, 3-4 games ago, where she got in some foul trouble, and she had played some really strong games right before that, and her confidence was pretty high. But the last game or two, she started to kind of get the nose for the rim again and the backboard, so hopefully we see that tonight out of her.
2-1 as Eveland makes the first free throw. Second free throw is on the way. A little bit short that time. Rebound bounces around and comes down to Reynolds for Newton. So the Cardinals have a 4-1 lead.
Good looking shot though by Anna, just a little short.
Newton ball moving from left to right. There's a tip. Kakmarinsky comes away with the steal. So there's the first Newton turnover of the game. Kakmarinsky pushing the pace, dribbles all the way up, kicks it into the corner. 3-ball Anderson. Boom! What a play by Kakmarinsky on the defensive end. Goes all the way down, and Carly Anderson pays it off.
I thought that was Tyson DeVries out there into the paint, dishing wide. So that's awesome.
Really good play by Kakmarinsky, and we're tied at 4, almost 2 minutes into the game, and a tip pass out of bounds off of Anderson as she dove in front of Haley Dickerson.
So there we see the turnovers. That's been pretty common with this Newton team, but we just got to keep the girls from getting into the paint.
Audrey Rausch checks into the game for Newton. A distinctive long blonde ponytail. There's a 3-ball, no good, and Rausch grabs the rebound for the Cardinals.
I watched that blonde hair for 80 minutes every soccer game in the spring, her and her sister, for the last 6 years.
Reynolds with a jumper for the Cardinals to reclaim the lead. Now Terpstra for 3 on the other end. Rattles out, no good. And the rebound, I think they're going to get Eveland for a foul on a Newton rebound. Eveland over the back. Yeah, if you didn't know Rausch, because, you know, like you said, her sisters played, and very distinctive look, you couldn't figure it out because that ponytail covers up the number. Can't even read it.
Agree.
6-4 Newton with 5:34 to go in the opening quarter. Left elbow, drive inside, kick back out. 3-ball on the way is short. Long rebound out to the free throw line, and Jocelyn Terpstra claims it for Pella Christian. Joss all the way the other way with the basket and the foul. Tonight's drive to the basket presented by Pingle's Home Store. Terpstra takes it all the way and draws the foul.
Well, that's been her strength, and her shot at the right side baseline, and she got ahead of her girl, and there's no way she was going to catch up, but she just kept putting pressure on from the backside, so it was kind of an obvious foul call.
Tonight's drive to the basket presented by Pingle's Home Store. Drive on over to Pingle's on the northwest corner of the square in Pella and find out how you can score with a variety of furniture, flooring, and more. Jarvis committed the foul. Terpstra misses the free throw. The ball goes out of bounds, and so it's Cardinal ball in a 6-6 game with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Newton with it. Reynolds has it on the right wing. Pass towards the top of the key, right back to Reynolds. She'll drive around Heisman. Kakmarinsky's there to help. Jumper on the way, no good. Rebounded by Terpstra for PC. Jocelyn slows it up as she gets into the front court. Now fires a deep 3. It's just off to the right, no good. Rebound, batted around and controlled by Haley Dickerson. Here come the Cardinals, left to right with under 5 to go in the first quarter, and a drive and a foul on the floor on Kakmarinsky.
Well, this Sophia Reynolds, again, driving baseline right there. She's clearly their #1 scorer with 12 points a game, but we just got to neutralize her. Chloe Heisman has got that assignment tonight.
Reynolds on the inbounds with a 17-foot jumper that rims out, no good. Eveland rebounds for PC. And Terpstra gets it into the half court. We have our first Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update of the evening as Carly Anderson buries a deep right wing three, her second of the quarter, and it's 9-6 PC.
She's been good. She's been solid for us the last 5-6 games especially.
That Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update has number 4, West Marshall, leading PCM by a score of 16-8. Newton kind of slowing it down here. Now they go to the high post, drive and kick. The pass is thrown at the feet of Jarvis, who picks it up, gets it into the corner for a 3-ball, no good. Cunningham missed the shot, rebounded by Evelyn.
She's got good length. She's been getting good rebounds for us.
Pardon me, that was Dickerson on the miss for Newton, and now a turnover by Kakmarinsky. She dribbled it off of her foot. Halfway home in the first quarter, it's Pella Christian 9, Newton 6.
Well, we've had a hard time getting 10 points a quarter. I've had that conversation with a few parents as they want to see a good start.
Up and under move by Katie Horn. She goes to that left hand again and pulls Newton within 1, 9-8. The 5th-ranked Newton boys make their way into the gymnasium for the nightcap of the doubleheader. Screen and roll. Eveland underneath the bucket. Puts up a tough contested shot. No good. Rebounded by Horn.
That was a good move. Just couldn't quite finish.
And now all the way on the other end, a drive and a knock away by Pella Christian leads to a Jocelyn Terpster run-out opportunity and a layup. And Pella Christian, they break that 10-point quarter, Mike, with 3:10 to go, and they lead 11-8.
Well, Norwalk, they had 19 or 18 first quarter.
Here's Roush for 3 in the tie. No good, too strong. Long rebound out. Terpster looking to run. Had Carly Anderson ahead of her, but couldn't quite get it to her. And so the Eagles slow it down and set up the offense. Carly Anderson left side. Eveland into the lane with the dribble. Pass it off to Kakmarinsky. Shot fake. Kick it out to Terpstra. Terpstra with a left-hand dribble towards the free throw line. Gets by the defender all the way to the left side. And with the left hand, draws the contact. This is a much more confident Pella Christian team offensively than I've seen in the few games I've seen yet this season, Mike.
Yeah, there's been a lot of growth this last several games, and just a little more comfort with who we are and what kind of game we want to play. And that was a big second foul on Katie Horn, senior on the team. So second foul for her.
Nice bounce back by Joss after missing everything on her last free throw opportunity. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Jocelyn has 5, looking for her 6th point, and Carly Anderson has buried 2 3-point baskets, and Pella Christian is out to a 12-8 lead, make it 13-8. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
So Maggie Heinen and Karis Fickert both bring some nice presence on the defensive end. Maybe don't get as much offensive scoring out of them, but 2 good players for their depth of the team.
There's a knockaway and a Newton turnover, their 3rd. Kakmarinsky drives the other way, crossover dribble at the free throw line, knocks the defender Jarvis down, but she was shuffling her feet. And Mike, that's already 2 Newton players with 2 fouls as Jarvis joins Horn. So 2 starters in early foul trouble and 5 team fouls with 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
Well, there's a couple girls here that it's good we're attacking, because when we're attacking, these girls got to defend, and they're not staying with us and fouling instead.
Heinen for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Dickerson for the Cardinals. 2:10 to go first quarter. Pella Christian 13, Newton 8.
I mean, athletically, the 2 we brought in off the bench with Fickert and Heinen are clearly more athletic, it looks to me, than the 2 that Newton had to bring in after the fouls.
Newton runs a screen and roll, and foul on Carly Anderson will send Haley Dickerson to the line for 2 free throws. They've gone to the half on a Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update. West Marshall 35, PCM 15. First free throw on the way is off the mark, no good. Here we've got a champion seed game reset. 1:59 to go in the first quarter. Pella Christian 13, Newton 8. The possession arrows with the Eagles. 5 Newton fouls, 3 Pella Christian fouls on a champion seed game reset. Both free throws no good. There's a battle for the loose ball rebound, and that aforementioned arrow comes into play here as Pella Christian gets it on a team rebound on the alternate possession tie-up.
All that strength and conditioning Karis Fickert's been doing paid off there. Don't let her rip that ball away.
13-8, Pella Christian by 5. Carly has it on the left wing, swings it over the right side to Jocelyn Terpstra. Right back over to Carly on the left, into the high post. Kakmarinsky rips it away, kicks it out to Joss for 3, short, and a long rebound out to the Cardinals, controlled by Wormiger.
She was wide open. That was a good look.
8-6 on the rebounding edge so far for Newton.
I like the help defense in the lane, taking away some of the easy shots.
A missed shot by Newton, loose ball rebound. Wormiger is able to control. Extra opportunity here for the Cardinals. Reynolds drives around Terpstra, and Jocelyn is called for a hand check foul as Reynolds started her drive.
Fortunately, that's Joss's first, but we need her quickness on the floor, so.
All right, Reynolds on the inbounds, back out between the circles, swinging into the right corner. Drive with the left hand by Alex Riney, and they get it inside, and Riney scores, and it's a 2-point game, 13-10, 3-point game rather, at 13-10.
Just a couple times there where our help defense is nowhere to be found when the girls get around our perimeter girl. They were going right to the rim.
There's Fickert for 3, just short from the right corner. Pella Christian had a chance at an offensive rebound, but Terpstra and Kakmarinsky were fighting for it. It comes out, and Werbinger controls for Newton, and then her pass is pilfered on the other end by Jocelyn Terpstra. Kakmarinsky now to Carly Anderson. She's already hit 2. Oh, just inches long, no good, and rebounded by Newton.
That looked like it was in.
And we had the perfect view on that one as Riney drives and scores. Well, we were just right behind Carly as she let that one fly, and I said inches, Mike. It might have just been an inch too long.
I mean, could have went up 6 there, and then Newton's got to inbound the pass, and it just creates a chance for our defense.
There's a throwaway at the end of the quarter by Pella Christian for a turnover, but a pretty good quarter nonetheless for PC. We've played 8 minutes. It's Pella Christian 13 and Newton 12, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish. That's Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
With today's interest rates, if you're selling your home and moving, it's as important as ever to make sure that you're bringing as much equity across into your new home. Hi, this is Sarah with Pella Real Estate Services. I recently helped someone sell their home along 198th Place in Pella for $444,900. Using our Prez Listing Advantage, they saved $10,347. When it's time to sell your home, call 628-1BUI and use the Prez Listing Advantage at Pella Real Estate Services.
Back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, where Pella Christian has a 13-12 lead at the end of the first quarter. Newton starts quarter number 2 with the ball. Moving from left to right, they've got it on the right wing. Sophia Reynolds fires it towards the top of the key where it's controlled by Alex Riney. Roush fires a deep right wing 3, barely draws the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by Faith Kakmarinsky. Newton did out-rebound PC 11-6 in that first quarter. But they trail by 1 as the Eagles lead 13-12. Here's a drive by Fickert, no good on the shot, and it's rebounded by Plowman for Newton.
An opportunity for Fickert to use the backboard, and she just skipped it right over the basket.
Newton ball, and they throw it away for their 5th turnover. While we were at break, the Stravers Cellular Instant Radio updates were flying in fast and furious. End of the first quarter across town. It's Pella 14, Oskaloosa 8, and it's Grinnell 15, Indianola 7. Our score 13-12 Pella Christian. We played about a minute of the second quarter. Evelyn kicks it out. Fickert, 17-foot jumper from inside the left wing is no good. Long rebound out in front of the Newton fans, and it was rebounded by Reynolds, but then she stepped out of bounds.
And she knew it. She was giving up the ball as soon as she heard the whistle. Clearly, Coach Dyke has been talking to the PC girls about attacking, because as soon as they get a rebound, they're kicking it out and they're running the floor and trying to get in the paint.
Inbounds pass to Maggie Heinen at the 10-foot volleyball line. Now Evelyn at the free throw line. Looking to kick it back out. Almost had it taken away from her. Finds Kakmarinsky. Boom! Almost a held ball, but Kakmarinsky with the second chance for PC. Got it.
She's got to be looking for shots. They all do, but especially Faith, whether she's three or mid-range jumpers or going to the rim, she's proven that she's a high scorer for us if she gets shots.
And Newton trying to work it inside to Roush. It's tipped out of bounds by Heinen, and a couple of substitutions coming into the game for the Cardinals with 6:28 remaining here in the first quarter. Pella Christian 16, Newton 12. Newton inbounds it after the substitutions get in. They go into the post. Horn, post move, shot up, no good. Draws a foul, I believe, on Evelyn, which would be her second. Yep.
Little too much extended arms there. It wasn't really, she wasn't a lower, displacing her. It was more reaching in. She was doing it right from the initial move, and official was all over that.
Tonight's creative idea is drawn up by Brandapeel as the first free throw is good. It rattles in for Horn. And let's talk a little bit more about that aggressive mindset offensively for Pella Christian. Mike, it started awfully early as Faith Kakmarinsky, I think on the second or third possession of the game, got a steal and drove all the way down. But she knew she had options, right? If she was cut off, she kicked it out. Carly Anderson knocked down a three. So it's not just, as Kakmarinsky rebounds off a missed free throw, it's not just blind aggression. They've got a game plan when they're being aggressive tonight, Mike, and I really like to see that.
Well, Coach Dyke's really been running with these.
Terpstra, a basket and a foul. Sorry, Mike.
You're good. I mean, he's really played 7 girls very heavily throughout the whole season. It's pretty much the same 5 starters. So, I mean, just from a consistency standpoint, the number of reps these girls have had together, you expect them to at least become, more acquainted and predictable to one another, and I think you're seeing some of that.
Terpstra made a left elbow jumper, got hit on the wrist as she shot it, made it anyway, now makes the free throw. She has 9, and Pella Christian leads 19-13. The aggressive approach out of Pella Christian, tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brandapeel. For branding, print, web, video, or interactive, call Brandapeel. Relentless for you. Turnover Newton, boom, PC, Maggie Heinen, and the Eagles have scored 9 of the first 10 points in the quarter, and they lead 22-13. We get a vision for less timeout called by the Cardinals, and we'll be back in 60 seconds with PC up by 9 inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Broadcast booth.
Salads, pasta now, pep up nachos, pizza, wow. You can pep up anything, pepperoni. Pep it up, it's the one and only. Pep it up, Hormel pepperoni.
Norm Rosendahl Tiling has been installing and servicing farm field tile and septic systems for more than 40 years. Tim is also a certified time of transfer inspector by the state of Iowa. So if you're considering buying or selling a property with the septic system, they can handle the inspection and give you an estimate on any changes or repairs that may need to be done as well. Tim and the guys can help with many facets of new construction too. For your free estimate, call Norm Rosendahl Tiling in Monroe at 641-259-2651.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRL, or pardon me, we're on the KRLS 2 stream tonight. Andrew Schneider is over on 92.1 KRLS with Pella and Oskaloosa. Of course, we have all Pella and Pella Christian games all winter long here on either KRLS or KNIA-KRLS.com. Now we've got a tie-up right out of the vision for less timeout. Pella Christian forces a held ball, and they get it with the arrow. What a start to the quarter, Mike. 9-1 PC, they lead by 9.
Well, I was just watching Coach Dyke in his timeout, which I love watching coaches in timeouts, but he's just reiterating what he's seeing on both ends of the court from the girls and just really kept encouraging him to do a lot of the same.
Little nickel and dime foul on Sophia Reynolds. And it's free throws coming up for PC. That's the 7th. I will say I feel like it's being called a little tight. That felt really kind of ticky-tack.
Yeah, the one on Jocelyn a little bit earlier. And yeah, both of these teams, I think the dynamics change if there's going to be foul troubles on both sides.
Pella Christian with Evelyn with 2 fouls, Newton with Jarvis and Horn with 2 fouls, and the Eagles are already in the bonus as Terpstra makes the first free throw, and Pella Christian has opened up a 10-point lead 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Terpstra makes the second free throw. She's already made 5 of 6 free throws tonight. She airballed her first and has come back by making all 5 in a row. Nearly fouls Reynolds there. Reynolds tried to bounce pass it onto the baseline. Her teammate wasn't cutting as she thought she would, and Reynolds just threw it right out of bounds.
Well, certainly
9 turnovers.
The defensive success is certainly helping carry over to the offensive end. But for Jocelyn, again, you got balance going on the offensive end, getting threes from other girls that Jocelyn can kind of settle in.
Terpstra from the top of the key with a right-hand dribble, picks it up, bounces it to Heisman into the left corner for Carly Anderson. Chest pass back to Terpstra up top. Fires it right side for Kakmarinsky. Eagles from right to left in their white, maroon, and gold. Terpstra, left wing 3, or left corner 3 rather, no good. Chloe Heisman fighting for the rebound. They call a held ball or they call a foul? They get a foul. All right, there's a break for PC.
Wow, that was iffy, but boy, we're winning the 50. Well, there's been a couple tie-ups, but for the most part, it feels like we're winning the rebounding battle as well with just how strong the girls are on the ball and grabbing the hold of the ball.
Dickerson picks up her second foul, and the front end of the 1-and-1 opportunity for Heisman is no good, rebounded by Riney. Pella Christian 24, Newton 13. And another steal for PC. That is 10 Newton turnovers. Kakmarinsky races the other way. Left-hand pass to Terpstra. She goes all the way across court, gets it back on the left wing after they work it around. Now fires it to Anderson with the left-hand dribble at the top of the key. Back to Joss. She'll drive towards the top. Pass is rejected back out. Jocelyn picks it up, goes to Kakmarinsky to the free throw line for Evelyn. Kick out Terpstra. Travel called on Anna Evelyn. And a big stat, Mike. We've played nearly a quarter and a half, and that's only 4 Pella Christian turnovers.
I'm not, our average, you said it earlier, but I think if we looked up the last 5 games, it's nowhere close to the season average from where they were clicking early in the year.
Jumper in the lane, no good for Newton. Rebounded by Kakmarinsky off the tip by Anderson. And here comes PC. Terpstra deep 3. Boom! Wow. Jocelyn Terpstra leans into one from 5 feet behind the arc, and it's 27-13. And now Reynolds draws a foul on the floor on Pella Christian. She banked the leaning shot in, but it won't count as Carly Anderson picks up her second. What a play for Pella Christian. Tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game. Brought to you by Randall Roofing. Mike, from another area code for Jocelyn Terpstra.
She's had a couple of those this season.
And a 3 for Newton to answer. Rattles around, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Dickerson. Lean in shot, no good. Another offensive rebound. Shot, no good. Another offensive rebound. This is a 4-shot possession. Rattles out, no good. And after missing all 4 shots, it'll be free throws from Newton as there was a clear-out foul on the rebound on Faith Kakmarinsky.
Well, she needed to average out her blocking out because the first 2 times we're just watching shots and the Newton girls are rebounding. We didn't box anybody out. The last time, I think they might have heard Coach Dyke's voice loud enough the 3rd time that everybody was clearing the lane.
Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Rebounded by Jocelyn for PC. And then a pass from Evelyn got tipped and stolen by Newton. That's a couple of possessions in a row that the Eagles, or 2 out of 3 rather, that they've turned it over. In between, there's a tough shot driving by Newton, no good. Evelyn rebounds. Pella Christian pushing it with Terpstra. Top of the key, Kakmarinsky for 3 rather, no good. And then a reach-in foul called on Evelyn, and that is her 3rd.
Well, he was riding the starting 5, probably a little longer, but when you're extending the lead to 14, it's easy to leave him in.
We had tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game brought to you by Randall Roofing. That 3-point basket by Jocelyn Terpstra. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. It is 27-13. For those of you watching on the Pella Christian YouTube channel, there's another look at our Raise the Roof moment of the game brought to you by Randall Roofing. Great job out of Frank and the crew up here with the replays as Terpstra, here it goes. 27-13 Eagles. We're in the middle of a Vision for Less timeout, improving lives by helping people see better. If poor visibility is causing you to miss things, take a timeout, visit Vision for Less in Pella, and get back in the game. Let's take a rundown of our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, as every game is at least at the end of the first quarter. Knoxville leads Albia 16-5. Norwalk over DCG 12-11. Grinnell over Indianola 15-7. Pella leads Oski 14-8. At the end of the first half, it's West Marshall over PCM 35-15. And our score is Pella Christian 27 and Newton 13 on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard.
It's an interesting Norwalk DCG score. Norwalk loses to PC just last week, but DCG's ranked on the girls' side, and they're losing at this point 12-11.
2:54 to go in our game here in the second quarter. And Katie Horn is at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity for Newton, and the first free throw is good.
So Maggie Heinen getting some minutes probably for the rest of the game, that with Anna Evelyn in foul trouble. Felt like after she hit that three, she could have gave us some good minutes there and maybe avoided a foul for Anna, but you roll the dice.
Second free throw is good. By the way, the Norwalk boys, who are ranked in 4A, they gave Indianola their first conference loss on Friday. Maybe, just maybe, the Norwalk girls are poised to do the same against DCG tonight, although that would be a much bigger upset. Here's Anderson for PC for three, just off to the left, no good, and the rebound controlled by Dickerson for the Cardinals.
The Norwalk boys looked extremely good when we played them last week. They were humming.
Here's Horn through three. Pella Christian defenders, kicks it out. Riney for three, no good. Good job by Kakmarinsky sealing off to grab a Pella Christian rebound. Races ahead to Terpstra. Inside to Heisman, gets bumped, flips up a shot that doesn't go, but Chloe is going to the line for two free throws for Pella Christian. And in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, Pella Christian has outscored Newton 14-3 in this quarter, and they lead 27-15 with 2:18 to go in the second. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Newton's first free throw, no good.
Newton's first response on our defensive end is to collapse on the ball when we've rebounded, and in the process, they're not getting back. PC's doing a nice job of getting the ball out in front, and in this case, he got fouled on Chloe.
Heisman makes the second free throw, so it's 28-15. The Eagles lead by a baker's dozen as we near the 2-minute mark of the first half. Got our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up. There's a tip pass. Heisman gets the steal. Tried to get it 2-on-1 to Terpstra, but it's knocked away and stolen by Riney for Newton. Cardinals coming the other way. Both teams in the bonus. And just as I say that, we get a whistle, and that bonus will come into effect. The 9th team foul on PC is called on Chloe Heisman.
They're coming, you said it, but those fouls are coming really quick tonight.
1:58 to go in the second quarter, and it's now 28-16 as the first free throw is good.
I think I would, if I was Coach Dyke, I would protect Chloe and Carly from their third foul, which Cars Fickard on that comes into the game.
For Heisman, yep.
For Heisman, yep.
And Chloe a little frustrated coming to the bench. And the way they're calling it tonight, you know, every crew, every official calls it just a little bit differently. You know, the old some let them play, some call it tight. This has definitely been a tightly called contest tonight. Anderson for PC after both free throws are made by Riney makes it 28-17. Fickard in the left corner out to Carly, standing right in front of the Newton bench. Cross-court pass to Terpstra, bounce pass into the corner for Faith Kakmarinsky. Back out to Joss. Right-hand dribble at the 10-foot volleyball line, swings it near side. Anderson drives between two defenders, tried to dump a pass under Kakmarinsky. It got tipped by Newton. Probably lucky it saved it from going out of bounds. Then Faith grabs it, shoots it, and draws a foul. Shot wasn't good, but she's going to the line.
She plays pretty headsy, Faith does. She's good at finding herself in the right places and executing well for the girls.
Dickerson picks up her third as Eveland has three for PC, and Kakmarinsky misses the first free throw. Stravers Cellular Instant Radio Update. They are at the half across town. Pella 30 and Oskaloosa 16. Also at the half, Grinnell needs Indianola 23-22. Kakmarinsky makes the second free throw, and it's 29-17 in favor of Pella Christian. There's a knock away. 12 Newton turnovers as Anderson came out of there with it. Fickert gets it to Kakmarinsky. Couple of dribbles into the front court. Terpstra thought about a deep three. They pass it off to Fickert, right back to Joss. She lets it fly. Boom! Wow. Jocelyn Terpstra has scored 11 in the quarter, has 17 in the game, and it's 32-17 Eagles, and another Newton turnover.
Sign her up. Give her a scholarship. She's going off.
11 second quarter points just for Jocelyn Terpstra, for a team, Mike, that you said, talked about kind of their struggles of breaking 10 points as a team in a quarter. Joss gets it back with the hot hand, fires it to Kakmarinsky in the right corner. Faith whips it across near side. Anderson for three. Boom! Carly Anderson! Pella Christian's fifth three-pointer of the quarter.
That was pretty much probably why Carly stayed in the game with the 2 fouls, whereas Evelyn and Heisman came out. She's just got a little more offensive power from the perimeter.
Reynolds misses a shot on the other end, and there's a travel as she went after the rebound. So Reynolds credited with the offensive rebound, and then another Newton turnover, their 14th. 17 seconds to go on a quick champion seed game reset. Both teams in the double bonus here in the first half. 35-17 Pella Christian. And Newton will start the second half with the ball with the arrow. We're down to 6 seconds to go in the half. Terpstra with 4, Terpstra with 3, Terpstra with 2, splits all the defenders and scores at the buzzer. What a career quarter for Jocelyn Terpstra. 13 in the quarter, 19 in the half, and it is 37-17 Pella Christian. We'll be back with our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com.
All the best traits you can find in corn, soybeans, and most importantly, people. It's in the way we champion agronomy, matching seed traits to soil, right down to the county level. We select the best genetics from the top breeding programs, matching unique traits with your needs to maximize yield and protect against pests and disease.
I'm Jay Boat, your local champion seed dealer. Give me a call at 641-629-0120.
If you're looking for the best burger around, look no further than Wood Iron Grill. Home of Iowa's Best Burger 2019, Wood Iron Grill serves delectably crafted cuisines and beverages with intentional service. Try their famous Iowa's Best Burger, their mouth-watering tenderloin, a chef's feature, or their unique spin on your comfort food favorites. At the Wood Iron Grill, they are deeply gratified by the opportunity to forge a legacy of inspiration, connection, and acceptance for all who enter. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time.
This is Megan at Pingle's Home Store in Pella. We have a variety of products at a variety of prices for a variety of people. Come visit us today and see what we can do for you. Whether it's flooring, a new mattress, or freshening up your room with new furniture and decor, we promise we have the services you need, including our interior designer on staff. Real people, real service, real dependability at Pingle's Home Store. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram or stop in. We're located off the square at 911 Broadway in historic downtown Pella.
It's another red hot weekend at Hy-Vee with a mega meat sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get great deals like a 10-pound bag of golden leaf chicken leg quarters for just 59 cents a pound. Farmland deli sliced ham is just $1.99 a pound, and a 12-ounce package of Fish Market cooked shrimp is just $5. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve beef center cut 8-ounce sirloin steaks are just $3.99 each, and Hormel always tender half boneless pork loins are just $1.88 a pound. It's our red hot weekend mega meat sale this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in America.
At Pella Motors, we're starting this year off with a bang. Right now at Pella Motors, get up to $5,500 off 23 Buick Enclave, $5,000 off select 23 Silverados and Sierras, plus an additional $2,500 off if you own an 09 or newer General Motors vehicle. Or you can take advantage of $15,000 off select Ram vehicles. Don't forget to check out our huge selection of pre-owned vehicles as well. At Pella Motors, we are dealing. Stop in or visit us online at PellaMotors.com.
Hi, I'm Laura, a care coordinator with Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy in Pella. Whether it's scheduling your appointment, checking your insurance benefits, or answering any questions you have, I'm here to make your experience at Kinetic Edge as convenient and easy as possible. Give us a call at 641-621-0230 or visit kineticedgept.com to learn more about what we can do for you.
Winter is here, and with it comes heavy snow, ice, and bad roads. Upgrade your winter driving experience with a new set of Firestone Weather Grip tires and step up your savings before it's too late with a trip to Raceway Tire and Exhaust. From Firestone Weather Grip tires to brakes, AC, wiper blades, and more, take on any forecast this winter with new Firestone Weather Grip tires and stop into Raceway Tire and Exhaust today.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need to get you on the go.
At Bruxford's, we're here to make your house your home. What you put inside your house can help make the difference between whether you enjoy spending time there or not. We'll help you turn your house into a functional, warm, welcoming, lived-in home. Stop in and visit with any member of our team about appliances, furniture, bedding, floor covering, window treatments, and accessories to make your house your home at Bruxford's Home Center, 405 Truman Road in Pella.
Welcome inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. It's Pella Christian 37, Newton 17 for tires, front end work. There, no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. And we've got some youth basketball action for those of you watching on the Pella Christian YouTube channel for your halftime entertainment. We're going to go inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Again, 37-17 Pella Christian. 19 points from Jocelyn Terpstra, including 13 in the second quarter alone. Carly Anderson with 9. 4 points from Faith Kakmarinsky, 3 from Maggie Heinen, and 1 each from Anna Evelyn and Chloe Heisman. For Newton, 3 players in the books. 7 from Katie Horn, 6 from Alex Riney, and 4 from Sophia Reynolds. Newton has out-rebounded Pella Christian 20-13, but the Cardinals have turned it over 14 times to just 6 for Pella Christian, and the Eagles have made 7 3-point baskets, and Newton has not made any. Inside the Numbers has been delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. We'll take a time out inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service, and we'll take a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Tonight's game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Windmill Print and Stitch in Pella. Windmill Print and Stitch is a locally owned decorated apparel company right here in Pella, and they're a proud partner of BSN Sports. If you need apparel for your team or business, call Phil Hemming with BSN Sports at 620-8337 or stop in to the BSN Sports Windmill Print and Stitch office on Southeast 14th Street in Pella.
Why should you consider a career at Vermeer? Environmental Health and Safety Advisor Zachary Green says the benefits are huge.
I had heard a rumor that we had a pharmacy and that we had an on-site clinic and stuff, and to find out that it's a real thing was awesome. You can go there if you need to check up, you can have sniffles or whatever. You can also get your prescriptions there at a discounted price. I thought before I had pretty good insurance, and I thought prescriptions were pretty cheap, but then when I came here, it was awesome because they're even cheaper yet.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting vermeer.com/careers.
It's the new year. Are you ready for a new job? If you're tired of sitting at a desk or doing the same repetitive factory job every single day, Sean would love to have you on the team at Menninga Pest Control to kill people's bugs. You're out and about every day. Different houses, different businesses, different jobs, killing people's bugs. Sean will even train you to make sure that you get the proper certification to kill those bugs. Interested? You know the number to call.
Call 628-3198. Menninga Pest Control.
Hey there, do you like things that offer lots of value but don't cost anything? So do we. This is why Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella now offers a lifetime powertrain warranty, free of charge with the purchase of a new Ford, Lincoln, or pre-owned vehicle, less than 6 model years old, under 100,000 miles. And lifetime means lifetime. As long as you own your vehicle, it's covered. Get more details today at ulrichford.com or stop by to chat with one of our friendly sales consultants. Just one more way. Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella is taking care of you.
Even a mild winter can take a toll on your roof. Between the freeze and the thaw, you may need new shingles. Certainly, if you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get CertainTeed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. CertainTeed Roofing offers a wide array of residential roofing shingle options.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
The Pella community features wonderful Dutch architecture all around town, but there's one place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and a classic old-world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat, home to Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel. Dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
It's another red hot weekend at Hy-Vee with a mega meat sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get great deals like 85% chuck for just $1.99 a pound. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve boneless beef top round roast are $2.79 a pound, and Hormel always tender marinated pork loins are $7.99 each. Buy one get one free. Lewis Kemp crab or lobster delights $2.99 each. Also buy one get one free. And a 4-ounce fresh Atlantic Verlasso salmon portions are just $3.99. It's our red hot weekend mega meat sale this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in America.
Welcome back inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Pella Christian 37, Newton 17. Let's take a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. The only game that we have not yet gotten a halftime, halftime update. Okay, so everything is at the half so far on the network tonight, including our score, which again, 37-17 Pella Christian. Pella leads Oski 30-16. Grinnell over Indianola 23-22. DCG now leads Norwalk 34-24. Knoxville over Albia 26-16. And West Marshall over PCM 35-15 on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. Mike, just keep letting it fly.
Well, it was 7 threes in a half. We might have scored 7 threes in 2 games before this, and we did it in a half. So to build a 20-point lead is pretty impressive and puts a lot of pressure on Newton. So, you know, we had a really big lead against Norwalk on the road, but Norwalk pressed full court, and we struggled with that. I think we ended up, I just looked, it was like 27 turnovers in that game, and Norwalk chipped away, came back, and we had troubles. So it'll be interesting to see if Newton makes any adjustments, because they can't keep doing what they've been doing and think they're going to get back in this game. But PC just needs to keep holding on to it. 6 turnovers, I think you said, for the half is pretty impressive.
Our second half adjustments have been presented by DeYoung Door Service. One of the quickest ways to adjust the look of your home is with the new garage door from the Gurus.
We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
37-17 Pella Christian. It is Newton ball to start the third quarter. That's a wrap on our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
PC coming out pretty aggressive here defensively, still staying in there. Well, they're in man-to-man instead of a zone.
There's a lob inside, shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound bounces around and out to Newton. Alongside Mike Bukite, I'm Trevor Castle. We're live inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth here on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. There's a long shot from Newton, no good. Rebound bounces around, controlled by Horn. The Cardinals continue to possess the ball, and now a shot clock violation. Is that one, the shot went up, but it did not draw rim. Doesn't reset the shot clock. Turnover, Newton.
Nobody was recognizing it, including me.
I didn't have my eyes on that one either, Mike. It's just a long possession. Here's Anderson for 3, no good from the left corner, and rebound controlled by Jarvis. Eagles got to be careful. Anderson almost went over the back for a foul there.
Yeah, they're pretty quick to call the fouls unless they change that this half. But
Newton had it slip through their hands on another turnover, their 16th of the game. And Kakmarinsky racing the other way has it knocked out of her hand and stolen away. Little sloppy to start here. Each team has missed 1 3-pointer in the first minute and change of this third quarter. Pella Christian, though, has 20 points to play with as they lead 37-17. Down the left side of the lane, Horn's left-handed shot flipped up, no good. Rebound tipped out into the corner where Dickerson tracks it down for the Cardinals. She's got a game-high 5 boards. Now Horn, turnaround jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Kakmarinsky controls for PC, her 5th rebound. Faith pushes it up the floor from left to right. Onto the baseline, Chloe Heisman, layup good. Nice vision by Kakmarinsky to find Heisman for her first field goal.
She's been fine. She's got several really nice assists this game already.
39-17. Pella Christian with a 22-point lead. We have a Strawver Cellular Instant Radio update. West Marshall leads PCM 55-27 as we get a foul called on Anna Eveland. And Mike, that's her 4th foul already, and that is going to send Newton to the line.
Just a little too reachy tonight. She's got nice length and height. She just needs to use that and force bad shots. Instead, she's been reaching in a bit too much.
Dickerson struggling at the free throw line, missed that one, and she is 0 for 3 at the stripe. 5:58 to go, 3rd quarter, 39-17, Pella Christian. Second free throw good.
Well, Newton still not pressing. I'm sure concerned about some of their fouls, but they're allowing PC just, where they have struggled in some games is just getting full court pressed by little Hawkeye teams.
Here's Kakmarinsky out to Heinen. Stops and kicks it out to Jocelyn with a right-hand dribble up at the top of the key. Little crossover by Terpstra to Heisman on the baseline. Drives inside, back out to Heinen. Looking inside, nobody there. She'll drive into the lane. Stop and twirl. Back out to Anderson. Swing it left side, Heisman. 6 to shoot for PC. Travel, Pella Christian.
Now, that was an example. Maggie Heinen hit that 3 earlier. I think that helps her scoring confidence, but she gets the ball in the paint like that. We just need her to take a little more of a look at the basket and get, possibly take some shots on those.
5:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pella Christian 39, Newton 18. High post for Horn. Kick out, 3 ball on the way. Jarvis is way short, no good. And Kakmarinsky for a PC rebound. Pushing it up the floor with a right-hand dribble. Aggressively all the way in. Left-hand shot won't go. And rebounded by Reynolds for the Cardinals.
There's another time there. Three Newton defenders collapsed on the ball. And unfortunately dribbled up the court instead of passing ahead to our teammates.
After a Newton turnover, PC gets it back, and they've got it on the offensive end with Carly Anderson out between the top of the key and the half-court circle. Now Kakmarinsky takes it. Swings it right side to Terpstra. Whoa. And almost stolen away by Jarvis. And as Jocelyn wrestles the ball away, Jarvis is called for her 3rd foul.
That one you could tell was a foul.
Right.
That was pretty physical. She got a little off balance.
And she almost got the steal, but just couldn't quite pull it away from Jocelyn Terpstra.
A little quickness advantage here to Jocelyn.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. The scoring pace has slowed considerably here in this 3rd quarter for Pella Christian after a 13-point first quarter and a 24-point second quarter. The Eagles have just 2 in nearly 4 minutes of the 3rd, but they do lead 39-18, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarian.
Here's Heinen to the left elbow, gets onto the 2nd block, and as she stops and pivots, she travels. PC's 3rd turnover of this quarter. They had 3 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, and already 3 in the first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter, but again, they lead by 21.
That's an interesting assignment. They've got Alexis Jarvis face guarding Terpstra, and she's got 3 fouls in the game already.
Newton with the ball, working it around the perimeter. Now Reynolds drives inside, has it tipped. Foul called. I think they'll catch Heinen for a reach-in. Nope, they got Jocelyn for 2nd.
We're not scoring at the pace we did in the second quarter, but we're still up 21.
Newton has not made a field goal since the first quarter. They had 5 free throws in the second quarter, and they have 1 free throw in this quarter. Here's Horn, up and under move on Kakmarinsky. Anderson helps. They kick it out to Jarvis. Here's a jumper, Reynolds on the baseline. Yes.
You'd expect her to hit some shots for him, especially if she's as open as she was there.
6 points in the game for Sophia Reynolds. And it's 39-20. Pella Christian leads. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Kakmarinsky sends it to Heinen. Now bounce pass to Fickert. Screen from Heinen. Fickert gets to the free throw line, has it pulled away by Jarvis. We've got a tie-up, and the arrow stays with Pella Christian. Eagles don't know it. They drop back on defense, but it's PC ball with 3:18 to go in the third, leading 39-20.
Jarvis is being scrappy. I'll give credit that what she's doing is interrupting the flow for Jocelyn, and she had tied up that ball in the process with Maggie as well.
Pella Christian with the ball, left to right. Jocelyn Terpstra drives down the right side of the lane, puts up a tough fall-away shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Kakmarinsky can't stick it back in, and it's rebounded by Newton. Here come the Cardinals with Reynolds on the other end. Now Jarvis, Roush into the corner for Reynolds. Guarded by Fickert, gets a screen from Horn, gets to the free throw line, lean in, bank shot good, and a vision for less timeout on the floor. A 30-second timeout by Newton, with Pella Christian leading 39-22. Delivery.com is the restaurant delivery service in Pella with great local restaurants like George's, Canaritos, Yamato, Liberty Street Kitchen, Dutch Fix, and more. And you can have fresh food delivered right to your home or business for lunch or dinner, just like Jessica Williams recently did. Jessica is tonight's fan of the game and has won a $10 gift certificate towards her next order. Try Delivery.com this week, then listen to our next broadcast, Pella versus Pella Christian, on Friday night to see if you're the fan of the game, presented by Delivery.com.
Well, Jocelyn earned a face guarding with those 17 points, 19 points?
19, yep.
In the first half. So now it's just an opportunity. I mean, you take one girl really out of the mix for defending the other four, so an opportunity for somebody else to make some shots here.
Here's Kakmarinsky driving a kick. Wide open, Carly Anderson from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Jarvis. Good offensive possession, great look for Carly, just couldn't knock it down. Now Reynolds on the other end gets onto the left baseline, tried to find Horn, it slipped through her hands, and it's picked up by Terpstra. Jocelyn racing the other way, kicks it out, three ball, Heinen on the way. That's off the mark, no good, but Kakmarinsky grabs her 8th rebound, puts up a tough circus scoop shot, and scores!
She's always thinking about her position for rebounding, so just a nice rebound there again, and got one to drop.
You are listening to Pella Christian Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa, on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com and the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Everyone has a goal, an inspiration, a reason for being. Whatever that is for you, Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
Fickert gets the rebound off a missed shot by Newton, and PC up by 19 with the ball. Fickert, top of the key three, just off the mark to the right, no good. Rebound controlled by Reynolds as Heinen hit the deck. Here comes Newton from right to left with a minute 33 to go in the third quarter, trailing 41-22. Jarvis, lean in, 10-foot shot, banked in good.
Jarvis is playing a good quarter. You can see what she's doing defensively now, just transferred over to the offensive end with a quick shot.
We do have a couple of Stravers Cellular instant radio updates. Our first final tonight, West Marshall has defeated PCM 67-35 as Fickert drives and puts up a tough left-handed shot, no good. And rebounded by Roush. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Grinnell 47, Indianola 35. Long three, Roush off the front of the rim, no. Rebound, though, controlled by Riney. PC just standing around as Riney went after it. Now Horn on the baseline, shot bank, no good. And Jarvis over the back after the rebound by Carly Anderson.
Here we go. That gives Jocelyn some space because that's her fourth. Somebody else is going to have to face guard Terpstra, or she's going to foul out here before long. Hey, one other thing, Trevor.
Yes, sir.
I love seeing Roush airball and leave shots short, but I really wish she'd keep a couple of those for the soccer season.
Want her missing the net, right? Wide,
exactly.
Wide or high?
Yes.
Kakmarinsky lost a handle on a pass from Terpstra. PC has turned it over for the 10th time in tonight's matchup. Roush swings it left side to Jarvis. They're keeping her on the floor with 4 fouls. 41-24, Pella Christian leads. Jarvis drives around Kakmarinsky. Kick out Reynolds. Right corner three is short. Long rebound for Chloe Heisman for PC. Eagles push it ahead. Fickert on Roush. Left hand shot no good. Fickert fighting for the rebound. Tipped out of bounds off of Pella Christian. Newton ball. Maybe a little rush there. You know, the shot clock was off, Mike. Might be one of those situations where you're up by 17. Maybe just pull it and hold for one final shot.
Carr still, I think, is coming into her game of basketball. She joined basketball in 7th grade, and she's getting really good minutes.
Reynolds missed a shot. Kakmarinsky, half-court heave, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Pella Christian 41, Newton 24. We'll take a timeout. Be back for the fourth quarter of action live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Hormel Foods in Knoxville is hiring. Make up to $26.60 an hour in maintenance and $20.95 for operations. All night positions will receive a shift differential. Employees will be offered a referral program up to $1,500. Children of employees will get a free 2-year college education, and all employees will receive compressive benefits, medical, dental, and prescription coverage, paid vacation and holidays, and 401 match pension and profit sharing. Apply today at HormelJobsKnoxville.com.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Chad Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth for the start of the fourth quarter. Pella Christian 41, Newton 24. After knocking off Norwalk a week ago, the Eagles looking for their second win in 3 games in the Little Hawkeye Conference after starting 0-8. Rebound by Chloe Heisman after off of a missed shot by Newton. And then Fickert just makes a kind of a brain freeze play. She picked up her dribble right in the front court and then passed it to her teammate in the backcourt for an over and back.
Well, I was saying a little bit, not trying to be too hard on Cars because she's working hard, but her growth in the game's come a long ways this season, and once in a while she's got to stay with the pace of the game.
Lean-in shot by Reynolds, no good. Probably forced that one a little bit, realizing her team's down by 17, and she does draw a foul on Fickert. So our champion seed game reset. The foul pace has slowed considerably as well from the first half. That's just 3 on PC and 2 on Newton, as Reynolds has a team-high 9 after she knocks in the first free throw. It's 41-25, 7:32 to go in the fourth quarter. The possession arrow is with Newton on a champion seed game reset. Champion Seed with local dealer Jay Boat is an independently owned and regionally focused seed company that strives to build and maintain the broadest portfolio of genetics and traits. Champion Seed, they only champion the best. Got a whistle and a foul on the floor on Newton. Who'd they catch here? Reynolds, her second. Terpstra lobs it into the free throw line. Ball controlled by Heinen, into the corner for Fickert. Drives, gets it back out to Carly Anderson. And now we've got a whistle and a travel. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for PC, Mike. About 45 seconds into the fourth quarter, and the Eagles up by 15.
Well, we don't need to change our style of play and how aggressive we've been, but we just need to manage the quarter here with this 15-point lead.
Strawber's Cellular Instant Radio update. Melcher Dallas has beaten Twin Cedars 48-36 as we have a Newton shot that's no good. Foul is called on Maggie Heinen, and another free throw opportunity coming from the Cardinals after Reynolds made 2 a moment ago. I believe it's Dickerson going to the line now for 2 shots.
I think there was an opportunity to swallow a whistle there. Maggie just standing in position, arms extended straight up, and a little bit of contact, they called a foul.
Well, Mike, the Norwalk dream of an upset is pretty much over on a Strawber Cellular Instant Radio update. DCG 61 and Norwalk 31 at the end of the third quarter.
We saw that Norwalk can be very prone to turnovers, and DCG likes their full court press.
Both free throws no good, but an offensive rebound and a tough angle putback from underneath the basket by Reynolds. So she has 4 in the quarter, and Newton is back within 13 here. The Eagles scored just 4 points in that second quarter, or third quarter rather, after a 24-point second quarter.
Well, Newton's going basically full court man-to-man now as we bring the ball up.
DC with the ball. Here's a drive by Kakmarinsky. Pass is tipped. Can Roush steal it? Still loose? No, picked up by Eveland, who's back on the floor with 4 fouls. They reset the shot clock. Terpstra fires a 3, and it rattles in! Jocelyn Terpstra for 3 after Pella Christian able to keep the possession alive. A big 3 to stem the tide, make it 44-28, and then Roush airballs one on the other end. Kakmarinsky with her 9th rebound. Here's Terpstra going up. Heavy contact, offensive foul.
Ouch. Nobody's hurt, I hope. She fell hard on her forearms.
That's the 3rd Terpstra
foul. After that 3 by Joss, almost did a barrel roll out onto the court, trying to get a timeout called in, and didn't get it done before they inbounded it.
Strawber Cellular Instant Radio Update. It's Pella 37, Oskaloosa 32. Dutch playing their 2nd game in a 4-game in 5-night stretch. It's like an old-time NBA schedule there for the Dutch. Wow. Missed 3-pointer by Newton. Rebound goes out of bounds to Pella.
Who needs practice?
Hey, it's fun to play games.
It is. High schoolers will never argue it.
Here's Heisman with a shot. No good. Went 1-on-1 and then off of Newton, out of bounds. Pella Christian basketball.
Thought that was a Jocelyn Terpstra move there by Heisman.
DC to inbounds with Terpstra. Jocelyn has it now. Fires a deep 3 that's well short. That one didn't draw anything. I believe that's what we call a heat check, Mike.
Yeah, a little out of rhythm. Her and Carly Anderson went face to face, cutting across the lane, but.
So the ball went out of bounds to Newton. They do have a pretty significant rebounding edge tonight, but part of that's been offset by the turnovers, and the other part's been offset by good 3-point shooting in the first half by PC when they made 7. That one by Terpstra a moment ago gives them 8.
Coach Dyke helping the official put a 1 on the end of that 20.
Carly Anderson, number 21, called for the foul, not Evelyn 20, which would have been her 5th.
Evelyn brings out a smile, seeing that the foul was not hers to be taken.
Katie Horn will shoot. First free throw short. .5:18 to go, 4th quarter on a champion seed game reset. Pella Christian 44, Newton 28. Newton is now in the bonus. That was the 6th team foul on Pella Christian, just 3 on the Cardinals. And the Cardinals will also have the arrow on the next tie-up on a champion seed game reset. Second free throw is good, and it's 44-29. EC ball up by 15, and Terpstra runs into Reynolds. That's the 3rd foul on Sophia Reynolds.
Well, I can see why Newton's extended their man-to-man defense, but to be honest, it's not been effective in really forcing PC to turn the ball over.
Pella Christian ball. Got it in the hands of Evelyn. Right-hand dribble, gets inside, puts up a tough scoop shot, no good, but draws a foul. And Anna Evelyn is going to the line.
I think Jarvis is going to the bench. Nope. Her teammate.
Katie Horn picks up her 3rd. And the first free throw, no good.
Anna's played a good game, just offensively, just been out of rhythm a bit. Unfortunately, catching some of those fouls, but she's been effective for us.
Second free throw does rattle in. She's made 2 of her 4 free throw attempts tonight, and we have a vision for less timeout on the floor. 5:05 remaining in the 4th quarter. Pella Christian 45 and Newton 29.
At US Cellular, we are committed to making wireless and internet accessible to every family in every town we serve, especially in and around Pella. New prepaid plans with hotspot starting as low as $25 a month, and unlimited home internet plans now starting as low as $50 a month. Plus, you could qualify for a $30 monthly savings through the Affordable Connectivity Program. Come to Strawber Cellular for qualification and details. Strawber Cellular is your locally owned authorized agent for US Cellular in downtown Pella.
Win winter with the Toro Power Clear Single Stage Snowblower that is loaded with power in a compact size. They are easily maneuverable and clear snow down to the pavement. Get your power clear at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Weather any storm with the Toro Flex Force electric snowblower that has the most powerful 60-volt battery in its class. Plus, you get the same rugged construction as Toro's gas-powered models. Get your Flex Force snowblower at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on KNIA-KRLS.com and the Pella Christian YouTube channel. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Pella Christian 45, Newton 29. Cardinal ball right to left. And a right-hand dribble between the rings controlled by Riney. Onto the right wing. Here's a drive inside. Tough shot Reynolds. Won't go, but she draws a foul. And the foul is called on Terpstra. That's her fourth. Terpstra has 4. Eveland has 4. And for Newton, Jarvis has 4. Reynolds has 3. And Horn and Dickerson have 3. First free throw good. It's now 45-30.
We've had some games where Faith Kakmarinsky has had to take over the point. She's done a nice job for us. I see Karis Fickert maybe coming in for Jocelyn or somebody.
Second free throw is no good. Newton got the offensive rebound, and now they're loose on the floor and travel. Laying on the ground and then kind of rolled over, and you can't do that. That's basically an automatic turnover. A travel called with 4:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. This shot rebounded by Kakmarinsky for PC. Now Faith drives, offensive foul, and maybe an injured Cardinal.
Ooh.
Wonder if that's one where I caught a Charlie horse, like a knee to the.
Yeah, I think something, but that's it. You know, it's interesting. So Newton, Pella Christian brings 4 high. Against Norwalk, we did the same thing. As soon as we inbounded it, though, against Norwalk, they started double trapping, and we didn't do a good job of recognizing going over the top. Whereas Newton, they're bringing the press, but as soon as the ball gets into somebody, everybody's bailing out, and really nobody's bringing pressure, and we're just bringing it up the court. Faith did a nice job handling the ball there, of course, as well. But
the foul that was called was on Anna Eveland. And I'm not sure why they're not shooting free throws, because they are in the bonus.
That's correct.
Although it was an offensive foul, I was under the assumption it was just player possession foul, as well as Kakmarinsky that had the ball. PC ball now after the missed shot and a rebound by the Eagles.
I think this is some precious minutes here to manage with Jocelyn out and Anna Eveland out, fouled out.
Well, Reynolds just picked up her 4th for Newton, and they're in scramble kind of panic mode right now. There's a tip away and a steal by Reynolds. A lazy inbounds pass leads to a layup for Newton. She has 7 in the quarter, 15 in the game, and it's 45-32. Fickert back out to Carly Anderson with 3:53 to go here in the ball game. Pella Christian leads by 13. Fickert, 17-foot jumper in the right corner is no good. Rebounded by Katie Horn for Newton. Cardinals have the ball, down by 13. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. The Eagles led by 20 at the end of the first half, 37-17, thanks to 19 points from Jocelyn Terpstra. But PC has scored only 8 points in the entire second half. They do lead 45-32, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
They got 2 key scorers now with Jocelyn and Anna Eveland out. You got Anna's presence inside. You got Jocelyn's quickness and ball handling out.
Front end of a 1-and-1 by Dickerson is no good. And then the rebound is tied up, and Pella Christian has the arrow.
Coach Dyke just going to roll the dice and get Terpstra back in just with 3:31 left.
45-32, Pella Christian leads. Inbounds pass to Kakmarinsky. Little pressure from Newton. The Eagles break it. Kakmarinsky will slow it down. Chloe Heisman lets a three fly. It's short, no good. Rebound comes out to Jarvis for Newton.
Just a quick shot there for three. Could have maybe used a little more clock.
Now a drive by Jarvis. She leans in. Kind of a bailout call there. Jarvis out of control going to the basket. Ran into an Eagle player, and a foul called on Maggie Heinen, her third.
It was actually number 12 for Newton.
Oh, Reynolds, thank you.
Reynolds, yes.
Boy, on the replay, just not seeing a lot of contact there.
Just because the kids go down hard doesn't mean they're fouled.
First free throw is good, and I credit Reynolds. I mean, she's trying to take this game over offensively for Newton. She is their best player, their leading scorer, and she's got 8 in the quarter, 16 in the game, and now 17.
This game's eerily familiar to the Norwalk game. PC got a lead going, and they got in a rhythm, and they kept stretching the lead out, and then teams kept chipping away at it.
45-34, and now Terpstra is fouled.
But I just don't see where Newton's press has been near as effective as what we saw again against the Norwalk team, which is only a one-game comparison, but there's just not a lot of time left here to collapse the score.
Jocelyn misses the front end of a 1-and-1 and then runs in and gets her own offensive rebound in the corner off the missed free throw. Now Kakmarinsky drives inside, gets it back out to Terpstra, and we have a whistle and a vision for less timeout. That'll give us a chance to check the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Got a couple of finals in already. Just went final. Grinnell 64, Indianola 45. West Marshall beat PCM 67-35, and Melcher Dallas over Twin Cedars 48-36. The other games are at the end of the third quarter. Pella leading Oskaloosa 37-32. DCG leads Norwalk 61-31, and Knoxville leads Albia 37-21. Our score is Pella Christian 45 and Newton 34 on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank. With offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas, they're serving you and building community across the county. Chloe Heisman to trigger it in. 26 seconds still on the shot clock for PC. They get it into Kakmarinsky. Back out to Heinen. Left-hand dribble onto the right wing. Heinen picks it up, passes it off, and controlled by Terpstra. Jocelyn works it over to Heinen, drives onto the right baseline, now into the lane, and Kakmarinsky is bumped and fouled.
Now we're shooting 1-on-1 again, number 8, foul.
Kakmarinsky to the line for the second time tonight. She made 1 of 2 in the second quarter, part of a 6-point evening, and she makes the first free throw.
We got quite the crowd here for a Tuesday night. This Newton crowd looks bigger than what we had last Friday.
Well, the Newton boys are ranked 5th in the state. They've got their sights set on Wells Fargo Arena. Missed free throw number 2, and Horn rebounds. Deep three on the way by Reynolds. Boom. What a quarter she is having. And a vision for less timeout called by Newton with 2:33 to go in the game. And it's a 46-37 score in favor of Pella Christian. And the Eagles expect a free throw parade here, Mike. And so far tonight, Pella Christian has made 10 of 18 free throws. So not great shooting, nearly 60%. You'd like to be a little bit better than that. And, the unfortunate part is one of the 2 misses was the front end of a 1-and-1 a moment ago. The next one will be a 1-and-1. So, if you're Newton, you're fouling, you hope they miss, you get the ball back, and this is just a 9-point game.
Yeah, their challenge is they got 3 girls with 3 fouls and 2 girls with 4 fouls on the court. So, depending on where the fouls come from, to lengthen this game, they're going to have girls heading to the bench.
Another Strawber Cellular Instant Radio update. It's gone final. Knoxville beats Albia 47-30. We have 2.5 minutes to go in our game. Pella Christian 46-27. Jocelyn Terpstra drives and kicks. And then PC lost the handle on it. Another Eagle turnover. All of a sudden, they're at 17 turnovers in the game. Scoop shot up and good.
That's a good sign for Newton.
Jarvis cuts it to 7, 46-39. And now a whistle and a push bump foul. And they catch Riney, which is her 4th.
Faith is the best free throw shooter on the team, so that's fortunate for us at this moment.
She'll shoot 1 and 1. No, yeah, 1 and 1 here, and she makes the first. As a team this year, Pella Christian is shooting just 55% from the free throw line, but Kakmarinsky a 79% free throw shooter. And she makes them both.
Big free throws.
4 out of 6 for Kakmarinsky tonight. Pella Christian leads 48-39. Drive inside, flip shot up, rims out, no good. Kakmarinsky grabs her 11th rebound, gets it to Terpstra. Jocelyn races into the front court, and a bump and a foul.
And the foul out start.
That's Jarvis. She'll foul out with 4 points as Jocelyn ready to go to the line for 2 free throws. Another final score on a Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio Update. #1 Dallas Center Grimes 75, Norwalk 40.
Newton coach taking full advantage of his sub.
It is a 9-point game, and Pella Christian ready to go to the line.
Making sure his girls know what he wants them to do defensively to give them more opportunities offensively, I'm sure.
Jocelyn has made 5 of 7, now 6 of 8 free throws. As she makes that one with 1:51 to go, and Pella Christian leads by 10, 49-39.
Michael Jordan-esque here with 23 points.
Second free throw is no good, and rebounded by Horn. 49-39, Pella Christian leads by 10. Roush, catch, shot fake, 15-foot jumper, splashdown. Audrey Roush.
That was easily a travel before she shot, but
we have a vision for less timeout. It is a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Pella Christian 49, Newton 41. 1:39 to go in the 4th quarter here on Eagle Lane.
Join Pella Cinemas for A Man Called Otto, rated PG-13 and based on a New York Times bestseller. Tom Hanks is the grumpiest man you'll ever meet, but his flighty neighbor unexpectedly brightens his world. Also showing at Pella Cinemas is the clever mystery film Missing, rated PG-13. June's mother and her mother's new boyfriend disappear while vacationing in Colombia, and June uses her wits and the latest technology to find her mother from thousands of miles away. For a list of showtimes, visit Pella-Cinemas.com and enjoy a movie at Pella Cinemas.
Grow strong with us, Light State Bank, Light State Bank.
Hi, this is Shannon at Light State Bank. We're excited to announce that we bumped up our rate on our Lighten interest account to 3.56% APY. If you'd like to earn up to $534 annually for doing simple things like signing up for e-statements, paying bills by ACH, and swiping your card a dozen times per month, our rewards account might be perfect for you. Light State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on KNIAKRLS.com and the Pella Christian YouTube channel. There's a turnover by Newton and Jocelyn Terpstra. Or actually just not a turnover, but Terpstra kind of broke free, then slowed it down, and Pella Christian working it around the perimeter, burning some clock with 1:28 to go. And a whistle and a foul.
And a foul out. Roush was in the game on the last sub when Jarvis went out, going to tears there into the last timeout. Her knee was hurting.
Alex Riney has fouled out with 6 points, and Newton will do the same kind of song and dance here. You're a coach. I'm not knocking coaching. We just had a full timeout. What could you possibly be telling your girls right now that you couldn't have told your girls in the timeout 15 seconds ago?
I don't know if he's reassigning girls, who's on Terpstra, who's on who, with shuffling another girl into the mix, but other than that.
You do, that you kind of can use a foul out as an extra timeout, as you mentioned a moment ago, Mike. I don't like that. Same thing I don't like, in at the higher level where they use replay. You get to use replay as an extra timeout. To me, those kind of things, those are just game management situations, and players should have to stay on the floor. But that's my opinion, and nobody asked me.
I don't get any timeouts in cross country or soccer.
Right.
Nobody cares, but
both free throws no good. Come on, Carly. Rebounded by Newton. Evie Main into the game. Again, Newton's starting to run out of bodies because of fouls. 2 players have fouled out. Here's a jumper on the way, no good. Rebound. Chloe Heisman grabs it in heavy traffic for Pella Christian with 1:10 to go, and the Eagles leading 49-41.
Yeah, those are precious seconds. Come down, and Newton had a good look, but couldn't get it to drop, and now we got another chance to extend it back to double digits.
Heisman has made 1 of 3 free throws, and that one is way off the mark, no good. Eagles have struggled here in the 4th quarter. They were solid through the first 3 quarters. Not great, but 8 of 13 solid. But here in the 4th quarter, they are less than 50% from the free throw line, and Heisman misses that one too strong. So she's 1 of 5 tonight. And Newton has the ball. Reynolds racing up. Kick out. Roush for 3. Got it! Roush knocking down another 4th quarter shot. She's got all 5 of her points in about the last minute. And it's now 49-44 with 1 minute remaining. A vision for less timeout called by Newton. It's a full timeout. We will keep it here. And Mike, this free throw shooting for Pella Christian is starting to become problematic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes on 13 attempts in the 4th quarter, and that's how a 17-point lead becomes a 5-point lead with exactly 1 minute to go. I mean, this should not be a ball game right now, but the Cardinals, they're very much in it.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think you tell your team to keep the ball in Kakmarinsky and Terpster's hands, think about inbound plays that gets them into their hands, but there's only a minute left, so the fouls are going to come quick. I mean, you can hold the ball for 3 seconds before you have to force the next pass. So I think they just need to put it in their shooters' hands that can give them the best success at the free throw line.
Strawber Cellular Instant Radio update. Pella has beaten Oskaloosa 52-43. Dutch blew a late lead on the road last night against number 15 in Class 4A, Des Moines North. Lost that one 47-44. They hang on to beat Oski tonight 52-43. Here's Kakmarinsky getting the inbounds pass. Now Terpstra has it. Brings it into the front court, and now Newton just settles back. I think they may play this one straight. 50 seconds to go, 24 to shoot. Pressure defense on Terpstra, and a blocking foul is called on Wormiger. That is her 2nd foul, and it'll send Jocelyn Terpstra to the line for 2 free throws.
Not sure that was the coaching decision you wanted. You lost 14 seconds, and you still fouled. So,
right at that point, you either foul right away, or if you're going to let 15 seconds go off, now let's play some defense.
Yeah.
Jocelyn's free throw, got it. Jocelyn scored 19 in the first half, was scoreless in the 3rd quarter because of some really hard-nosed defense by Alex Jarvis of Newton. A good adjustment by the Cardinals at halftime. But Joss hit a three-pointer early in this quarter and has a couple of free throws. 24 points in the game. 2nd free throw, no good. Rebound controlled by Dickerson. And here come the Cardinals with Pella Christian up by 6. Reynolds, tough shot off the window, no good. Rebound out of bounds off PC. It'll stay with Newton with 38 seconds to go in the game. Pella Christian leads 50-44.
This will be a pretty important possession here to get a rebound, get a stop.
Looking to trigger it in. This is Haley Ryan to Reynolds, knocked away by Heisman. Loose ball, last touch by Newton. Turnover Cardinals. PC forces a huge turnover with 34 seconds to go, up by 6.
Newton doing an offense-defense switch here to keep from certain girls fouling out, although 5 doesn't have any fouls.
Inbounds pass to Terpstra. Jocelyn breaks through, breaks free. Jocelyn, a layup for the dagger is good and one. Jocelyn Terpstra An exclamation point on a career night with a layup with 27 seconds to go and a trip to the line.
Yeah, once she got past the defender, she's got too much quickness, and the officials just calling things pretty tight. So a little bump at the end wasn't real strong. And one.
26 points for Jocelyn Terpstra. Now, that one I thought was in, rimmed out, no good. And Katie Horn rebounds for Newton. It's an 8-point game with 23 seconds to go. Reynolds leans into a three, no good. Rebound bounced out, controlled by Carly Anderson. And then Newton tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with PC. And this might just be where Newton calls off the Dogs with 16 seconds remaining and an 8-point game.
They're not calling off yet. Double team
they will foul Carly Anderson. They got it within 5 at 49-44.
Well, that's a couple confidence building games that PC's, for a change has played from ahead, and then they've had to stave off the run and finish games. So you like to see them on that side of the game as well.
Carly missed a couple of free throws a moment ago, and that first one rattles out, no good. She scored 9 on 3 first-half three-pointers.
Well, part of a pretty impressive first half of three-point shooting by the Eagles.
PC looking for their second double-digit scorer, and Anderson does not get the home friendly roll. Horn gets the rebound. 12 seconds to go. Newton down by 8. Knocked out of her hands. Roush has it with 5 seconds to go. Gets it off to Reynolds. Drives in. She'll get a layup just before the buzzer. And this ball game is over. Pella Christian opens up a 20-point halftime lead. Newton pulls within 5, and PC wins by 6. Final score, Pella Christian 52, Newton 46. The Eagles have won 2 of 3. We'll be back for our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and the Pella Christian YouTube channel.